granted, and 3 patents as inventor are in pipeline. For hydroponics machine development, he has received TERI Award by the President of India. He has also worked in companies like AGES Private Limited, Hint Media Group, and presently working with Laws Grid as Digital Marketing Manager. My heartfelt welcome to you, Ashutosh, for sparing
Thank
your
you.
precious time for these students. And you were having so tight schedule, and your father was also not well. He has been hospitalized, but still you took out your time. Um, very much thank you and welcome. The
Thank you.
topic of today's webinar, my dear students, is hydroponics in fodder, wheat, and paddy production. So now I'm giving my word. I'm just asking Ashutosh to please start your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity. So, friends, I started my career in, I guess, in October 2006 with the company Ayurvet Limited. It is a double group of company, and they are into the veterinary field. So they realized that there is a scarcity of fodder for the animals because land is not available for producing even food for us, for humans. So there is no food for the animals as well. So they realized it, and they decided to develop the hydroponics machines for the fodder production only. So after the BTech, I had some contacts, and continuously I am chasing them. So they give me the project as a internship in the for the hydroponics. So from there, as first means I heard about hydroponics. At that time, it is not in the course, and we have never heard about the hydroponics, what hydroponics is all about, what it is hydroponics is. So then we start in October 2006. I started learning about the hydroponics, what hydroponics is, how hydroponics works, and then slowly we just learn, and we just started the things. So first thing is what hydroponics is actually. uh, I think it is, ma'am, it's a part of the course now. It means everyone knows what hydroponics is.
Mm, right.
So basically, hydroponics is nothing but hydro and ponics, that is water working. Wherever we means I feel is that if you cut down the soil and grow plant without soil, that is you will adopt any technology. You go for nutrient film, deep water culture, wick, aeroponics, dip system, anything. It is hydroponics if you are growing plants with water and no soil. So this is hydroponics, and you can grow any crop in this. It is just your imagination what you want to grow. So how when the hydroponics was introduced first in India for the fodder production, it was I remember in the mid 80s when the government decided to brought the machines import. They imported some machines, uh, but these machines because they are imported, they are required a lot of electrical powers, uh, uh, because in abroad there is no power. Uh, they have a lot of power, so don't need they don't have manpower. So they build machines like which are not feasible to operate in Indian conditions. uh, and there are some political issues as well. So they machines are all machines are dumped. None of the machine was operated, and they are just went into the garbage. This is how first hydroponics was introduced in India. So how we started, as I told you in 2006, when I approached the company, they just thought that they will design some machines, indigenous machines. They also even first thought that they will purchase some machines from outside. from Australia. There was a company called Almighty, and they decided to first purchase and then uh, duplicate it in India. But somehow their machines, which the dealers had shown, they are not working and they are not feasible for the Indian conditions. So the company has decided that they will make their own machines. So there they hired me as an intern, and we started the learning about the how to make machine indigenously so that they can be easily operable. Power requirement is very less and can feed a large number of animals only with a single machine, because the farmers don't have much money to expand. They don't have power. They don't have means they have time, but for their animals they don't have much time. So what currently you are seeing is the first model which we have developed, uh, or say the prototype machine. um, it is the prototype machine which was developed. What was the challenges we had faced is that no literature was available in India to learn about the hydroponics. We heard first, I personally heard first time about the hydroponics. So there was no reference machines available which you can see and develop how to do it. We have no idea how much water we have to give to the plants so that they can survive. We have no data about how much light is required inside the machine so that plants can do the photosynthesis work. No idea of nutrition required by the plant, which nutrition to be given, how the nutrition we can give to the plant. So there is no idea how we can supply those nutrition to the plant so that plant can survive and grow. And the biggest challenge is to control the contamination. Contamination is the biggest problem of the hydroponics. This is just because you can say means um, the temperature at which the general crops will grow. This is the favorable temperature for most of the almost all the microorganisms to grow. So what happens is we give moisture, we give nutrition, we give temperature, all the favorable things which are attracts the microbes in the hydroponics in any system. You maybe in the nutrient film there might be there will be a less chances of microorganism, but if we are talking about the hydroponic system which we have developed, there is a lot of chances because there are no nutrient film. We are giving water directly to the root zone where the seeds are there, their nutrition is there, humidity is there. So there is a big problem of contamination in the hydroponics chambers to grow the uh, contaminated free fodder. This is the biggest challenge. So the first prototype machine which we had developed after studying all the parameters, what are required, the temperature ranges, and the light which is required. So we developed this prototype machine which can produce 36 to 40 kg of maize fodder per day. That is per day. So how this works is it is a vertical model, means it is just because we are starting, we don't know how to operate it. So we just started it like if you are seeing that at the bottom of the machine there are some trees which are less grown, and as we go up the fodder is growing much. So the seeds are soaked one day before and allowed to sprout outside the machine. Then the seeds are put in the trays. You can see these trays. Then the seeds are put in these trays, and the tray on the day one is put at the bottom of the machine. And every day the trays are shifted upwards. And on the last, means on the 8th day, we will harvest it from the top. So that 4 trays will weight approximately 8 kg to 10 kg approx. So this is how the first prototype machine was built. Sunlight was provided from the backside and on the top. As you can see, the blue color windows are there at the backside and at the upper side of the machine. There is a big water container just below the trays, which and the pipes you are seeing, the trays are rested on the pipes. These pipes are the irrigation channels. These pipes are having the holes, and water is coming directly from these holes to the fodder and flows down from one end of the tray to the other. They are just slightly tilted so that excess water will drop out and collect in the bottom, uh, at the bottom tank. Uh, okay, so this is a 8-day cycle machine. All the machines are built with the 8-day cycle. So we called it seed to food in total 8 days. Why I'm saying is food, because I don't say it as a fodder, but I say it as a food, because the nutritional value of this fodder is much higher than the conventional fodder which was produced in the fields. What I remember is, if we give maize fodder, the maize fodder have a nutrition value of approx 20% protein, and in the conventional the protein value would be about 10%. In case of barley, the protein value of hydroponics protein fodder is about 30%, and in conventional it is about 20%. So it is a complete food for the animals. Earlier what happened is, animal when there is a land is available, fodder is available, the animals are left in the field to gaze and eat whatever, how much they want to eat the grass. But currently what happened is, there is no fodder available. Even I went to places where the fodder is 1 rupee kg, and the fodder is, some places is about 17 rupees a kg. So this is the how means diversified India is. 1 rupee kg and 12 rupee kg fodder is available, and this fodder has a high vitamin A and E content, which helps uh, in the reproductivity of the animals. So this is a very big advantage for the dairy farmers. By feeding this hydroponics fodder, what we have observed, that the milk quantity increased, milk quality of the milk solids, what the veterinarian says, has increased. You called it malai, and the animals which are not getting the reproductivity of the animals has decreased. The reproductivity of the animals has improved after feeding hydroponics fodder. Health, overall health, the veterinarians uh, uh, discover it, means know it by the shining of the animal skin. So it is improved. We give it to, made many trials. We give it to milking animals, to cows, to buffaloes. Then we give it to bulls for the semen production. Then the semen production, they said, they is improved, and the mortality of the semen is decreased. Then hydroponics fodder is being fed to the horses, to the polo horses. There was a big challenge for the polo horses, is that they have this colic disease, which is very common in the polo horses. That is due to the deficiency of the protein. When they play, due to colic, many of the horses die, and one horse would cost about 20 lakh rupees. So it is that is a very big challenge for the polo farmers, polo horses, polo game players, and the polo game farmers, horse farmers, to maintain their horse health. So when we start feeding this fodder to the uh, horses, the overall health of the animals had increased. The colic rate decreased. The energy of the animal is much more than it was before they are feeding it with the conventional fodder. Looking at these benefits, we got a chance to put one of our machine in President Bodyguard. You all of you had seen that in the Republic Day, the horses which escorts our president. So we fed hydroponics fodder to those horses as well. So this is how we started. Then comes the commercial model, how to scale up the model, because that was a prototype, and how to do it. So continuously we are designing development. There are from 2006 to 2010, there are various models were built and failed. Not exactly failed, but they are not user friendly, labor intensive. uh, So in 2011, we developed this model, which is commercially, we said, is viable, which is less energy required, less energy, less manpower. So this is a model which is a combination of vertical and horizontal movements. These models are available from 250 kg per day production to up to 2000 kg per day productions. So the first model came in 2011. This is the internal view of the model, how this works. I think it, because I don't have much time and I don't get much of the photographs. So here you can see, if, you can see my cursor, man.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah. So this is the day one. Here where my cursor is. This is day one. We will sprouted seeds are put in this tray here, in the here, and on day two this tray is shifted to this place, and day three this tray is shifted to this place. Now what happened in day four, this day three tray, it slides, this slides to this position. This is day fourth. Now day five, day six, and 7 and 8, this is the last one, is the day 8th. So with this arrangement we are able to save a lot of time. Opening time of the chamber is very less, because what we have to do is just open the door, backside door. Here you can see, this is the door. Just open this door, take out this last day trays, and then slide these trays over here. This here you can see, this is the preparation chamber. The harvesting doors are here and here. This is the closed chamber here. From here it is the entry. This is the closed chamber. So from here the seeds are put in the machine, and from here it is harvested. uh, to reduce the energy requirement and to give the desired temperature inside the machine, first we use the normal split ACs and the Windows ACs. After some time, because we had realized that with the moisture in the system, the coils of the AC is very frequently damaging. So what we do is we replaced air conditioning with the refrigeration units. Then we install these foggers in the machine to maintain the humidity inside the machine. Uh, These refrigeration units can bring down the temperature to about 4 degrees Celsius. So we can operate these machines from 0 degree to 50 degree. We run the machine in Dubai, where the temperature is about 50 degree, in Bikaner, Udaipur, and Jaipur. So, and currently the machines are running in Uttarakhand, Thaulagad, Korg, and at many places they are running successfully. The different crops we can grow in these are maize and barley. These are the two main fodder crops. One, you can see the mat here. This is only the root mat with which these plants can stand. We don't need any kind of nutrient film to support plant for the growth. Till eighth day, till 8 to 10 days, we don't require any kind of support to the plant. Plant can supported with this root mat only. They can survive. After 10 days, what I had observed, that plant requires some kind of holding medium. Uh, if we say soil, then soil do nothing. Soil just hold the plant. It do nothing. For first 8 days, seed itself has the nutrient in it that they can grow for 8 days. But if you want to but if you give the nutrient, the quality of the fodder would be much more good. Protein value is much more higher. And secondly, what we did is paddy and wheat. They are accidentally, we just tried and we just gone out uh, successfully, grown very successfully. So these two crops we use for human consumptions. Uh, what happened is uh, one day, just because of curiosity, I bought some seed from the market, paddy seeds, and put in the machine, and just want to see what happens if we put paddy in it. Uh, this is just how I do all my experiments in hydroponics. I will just bought some seeds from my pocket and put it in the machines. So I just put some seeds in the machine, and within yeah, after 8 days, we got the paddy nursery. Then I planted the nursery. Uh, when our MD came to the hydroponics field, we showed them that we what we had done. That this is the experiment we had taken, and we just grown one tray and put it in the field. So MD said, "Okay, give one full trial of the machine and do it the paddy on full scale." So accidentally, what my I had started, and now it is now we are having about five or no, about 10 machines for the paddy production only in the different region of India, which are working. So what happens is uh, in fields, if we produce paddy nursery, I hope everyone knows how what is paddy nursery. Everyone knows what is paddy.
Yeah, I hope everybody. They are
Uh,
muted.
okay, paddy is paddy nursery is the first stage of producing rice. So rice, how everyone knows, means how the rice is grown. We will just put some nursery in the water field, if anyone recalls it, means how the farmers are putting the plants in the water field. So what we did is paddy to produce paddy nursery, it requires about 25 to 30 days in the field. With this machine, this nursery can be produced in just 8 days. So look at the time interval we had reduced in just 8 days, where it is 30 days and now it is 8 days. With single machine, uh, sorry, it is by mistake, it is not 1000, it is not 100, it's 1000. 1000 kg machine, we can produce paddy nursery for 4 acres of land per day. And with one machine we can save of 1000 kg production, we can save up to 16 lakh liter of water. That is a huge amount of water we save from this machine. And for this innovation we got a water digest award from our water minister, means the earlier ministers. And with this innovation we saved about 1 month of paddy production time, paddy maturity time. The yield of rice is much higher when we produce it from hydroponics. The main benefit is when the rain delays, the farmer are not allowed to put grow the paddy nursery till the rain came. It is a rule of the agriculture department that uh, till the rain they cannot grow the paddy nursery. So, or if means the flood, if the rain come early or there is too much rain, there is a lot of flooding in the Haryana region, due to which their entire seedlings got wasted. So this is the main benefit for the farmers, uh, rice farmers mainly, that they can produce uh, rice very easily. Maturity time is very less. 1 month they are saving, and they are almost what I remember is, mm, the yield was increased by about 10%. And if they are getting 100 kg, now they are getting 110 kg from the same land. So this is the benefit of the producing paddy nursery in the hydroponics machine. Next was again an accidental experiment which I had taken. Means for out of curiosity, I just put wheat seed in the machine and we grown it like the barley fodder you had seen. It just like that. So first thing what came in our mind that wheat grass is very much in demand these days, so why not we cater the demand of wheat grass, because wheat grass is available to the humans only in the season of the wheat. And with this machine we can give wheat grass daily, irrespective of the weather or the conditions outside. We can give wheat grass daily to the human, for the human consumption. And we are selling in 2015 we are selling about 500 kg of wheat grass daily to the market, and 1 kg of wheat grass costs about 300 rupees a kg. So you can see the benefit of the machine and the cost we can get from this one machine. So actually, then one day the thought came into mind that why not if we grow wheat like we grow rice. So I hope everyone knows how wheat is grown in the field. It is just like your broadcasting method. It is a broadcasting method. Just take wheat seeds in hand and just broadcast, throw them in the field. So what happened is when we throw these seeds in the field, birds came, they eat the seed. Some of the seed get scattered, wasted, get very much close, due to which there are some problems the farmers are facing. The quality, quantity of the seeds, uh, the productivity of the final production is very less few times. So we started transplanting. We made the wheat nursery and transplanted it into the seeds, into the fields. And uh, we got huge success in that as well. So we went to the wheat research institutes for the same, and none of them were happy of about how this we are doing. They all say you are just going out of your mind. What you are doing, you cannot grow wheat like paddy and everything. We fail rejection from all the institutes, but we had not lose our hope. We do, going on. The experiments are going on, and still the experiments are going on, and we are giving proofs to the institute that yes, we can grow wheat like we are growing the paddy seed, paddy in the nursery. And this is now getting recognized. uh, Many of the companies like Mahindra and Escorts had recognized it. They have the transplanters with them. Uh, Currently, we are just doing with the manpower, and now some transplanters are available in the market in which you can just directly put these mats, this mat this mat directly can be put in those transplanters. Mechanic They are the mechanical transplanters, just look like they can be man driven, or they can be you can just put the uh, mats in the trays of the transplanter, and the person can drive the transplanter, and automatically the transplanter put the seedling in the field. So these companies are now recognizing these hydroponics machine, our efforts, and they are collaborating with us for their farmers, so that they can give nursery to their farmers, and we can both mutually benefited with these machines. So this is what we had done till now. Globally, what is going on is the machines are built in these kind of containers. These are the 40-foot containers in which the machine is built. uh, I don't get the inside view of this machine because I'm not having my hard drive with me. Otherwise I will show you this. Uh, they are very much they required too much of electricity. They are totally closed. Only two windows are provided in these kind of container, and they have all lighting arrangement inside the machine. They have refrigeration units which are about 4 tons of refrigeration units, and these are not feasible for the Indian conditions because the power requirement of these machines are very much higher. This machine I had seen in Dubai. This was in Dubai, and as the conditions, it was not performing in Dubai as well. Other machines which I had seen are huge machines for the fodder production, which can produce up to 10,000 kg. They are fully automated. Just wash the seed, and after that, all the work is done by the machine. The machine puts the seed in the tray is automatically put in the racks. The racks are automatically they are the revolving racks. Their racks entire rack is revolving, and on the final day the fodder came out of the tray automatically and loaded into the truck. So from seeding of, into the machine, and harvesting till the harvesting, no human hand is being used in the entire machine. These kind of machines are available outside, but due to the power requirement, they are not feasible in Indian condition. So this is what all hydroponics, fodder, wheat, and paddy. So what is the future of hydroponics? Means what else we can do in hydroponics? Uh, as you can see in the images, this image, this is the potato they are growing in the uh, hydroponics. This is one of the form of hydroponics. This is aeroponics. In this, the water is sprayed from pipes to the root zone of the plant, and I don't know if you are seeing or not. These are growing here. So this is the final produce which we can get from hydroponics. I had also tried this, but the company doesn't allow me to do, because the company is for the animal interest only. They look only the animal interest, and they are not allowed us to do all these experiments. But yes, I produced this. This is not ours machine. This is from I had taken from somewhere else. But yes, we can grow. I had grown from this. Uh, this is the lettuce, and it is very common to grow lettuce in the hydroponics. And there are lot of exotic vegetables which we can grow from this hydroponics technology. You can grow strawberries, you can grow tomatoes. I had seen capsicum, I had seen uh, cucumber, I had seen other vegetable is, I don't remember. Means I had seen many vegetables to be grown with the hydroponics technology. Uh, the hydroponics technology is used in space as well to give the fresh vegetables to the uh, astronauts. We get many orders from our defense to produce fresh vegetables at our forward post, because there they don't get fresh vegetables easily. So we get a lot more demand from ITBP and one more border security forces. So they requires this kind of machine which can be easily portable, because the soldiers living at the forward post at minus 16 degree, minus 30 degree, they don't get vegetables easily. In Leh and Ladakh conditions, where our soldiers are resting in the winter time, they don't get vegetables easily. So they require a lot of machine, these kind of machine which can be easily portable, so that in any case of emergency, they can just take out the machine from the location and shift it to some other location, and give food to our soldiers. This is what we are actually doing. And if anyone knows what this flower is, it is my dream to produce in this machine. Ma'am, can you know
Yeah, I think the
this?
people are writing, I think.
Huh? And which flower is this?
Asking me? I don't know.
Because only you can answer. Your mic is unmuted.
So I'm caught now.
And this is my dream to produce in the hydroponics machines.
Okay, so what is this flower?
Saffron.
Saff. Oh, acha, right. Saffron.
Uh,
I am able to
yes.
see the stamens and all.
Yes, yes. And
Ah,
this is my dream to produce in the hydroponics machine. Uh, yes, it
oh.
is possible. It is possible. It is growing through hydroponics, but not in
Mm,
the machine, but maybe in the favorable condition where it can be grown. But I want to
mm.
grow it in this condition, means in
No,
Delhi.
it's
In
very
Delhi.
so.
Yes, this is my dream, but
Mm.
I don't think now it
Oh,
will be fulfilled.
it's true.
Yeah, because it requires a lot of things to be monitored, to be controlled to grow this.
Uh,
I
right now, Kashmir is having the
Yes,
entire
yes,
authority.
yes. My means I had planned everything. I planned means from where I can get these bulbs. Uh,
Okay.
I planned my visit to Kashmir to look out the how the condition, in which condition they are growing, what is the air quality and everything. But companies they don't want me to do this experiment because it is going to be very costlier if we go for it. But yet, if we succeeded, then all the cost will be recovered in, I guess, in a month time.
Right. But it is there in hydroponic system. The flower is you have
Yes, yes,
planted
ma'am. It is in this system. This
uh,
one, this one
this one.
system. Yes,
Mm,
it's this pipe. I think the students which are doing in the IMS,
mm.
they made this system only,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They
in
have
which
done it. They have
this
done it.
kind of system, this kind of
Mm,
system.
mm,
So this system is very common for balconies. In balconies, they're growing flowers in this, and I think means what the current situation is going on. It is the time means we will see in every home we are growing hydroponics. Something we are growing like the vegetables or the flowers are most common. But yes, we in the near future, I think in kitchen we are going to grow a lot of vegetables like coriander, mint, lettuce, and etc.
right.
Because there are machines available abroad which grow which can grow coriander, mint, and other leafy vegetables inside the kitchen only. But currently they are not available in India. Um,
Right.
I had made one machine which can produce this coriander inside the home, but again the company not allowed me to go further with my
Okay.
experiments. But this is how the
Where is the picture of that machine?
ma'am, because everything was in the official computer, so everything
Right.
was left over there. This is what I got from internet or somewhere, so I just got this. This is the achievement, biggest achievement I say I had to explain the technology to Dr. Kalam.
Okay.
Um, Here I am.
Yeah, I can see.
I, I explained it to Dr. Kalam. Uh, we explained everything to him, and he was so excited that I think it is the we had a annual function, and he accepted that yes, I will come in your function. He generally won't go in any functions in any means company functions. He don't attend, but when we explain our everything to him, he was so excited that he came just to see the technology, and it was really a wonderful experience for us to
Right.
explain this to him. And I think after this he expired. After a
Oh,
few months of our this meeting, he expired.
okay.
So, yeah, this is my biggest achievement.
Yeah, great.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Students have
So,
some
students,
questions. Let us go to the
yes, yes.
chat window. And thanks for the very nice presentation. Let us see. I'm going to take questions from the first student. Shubham Vashisht. He has written, is there any problem in audio?
No, my audio is okay.
Okay, fine. So Shubham has written, sir, will the quality of order remain? Are you? I think you are able to see the chat
Yes, yes,
window.
yes.
Ah,
Shubham Ashish sir, what will be the approximate overall cost for putting together the hydroponic system along with all the mechanical support? Shubham, the cost of the machine is currently a bit higher. Although I had tried my best to bring down the cost to a very minimal price. The cost is starting from there is some disturbance coming. No.
Mm.
The cost of the machine starts from 3 lakh rupees for 100 kg production per day and goes up to 20 lakh rupees for 1000 kg production machine. And the output, the fodder which we say, will cost somewhere around 4 rupees, even less, 3 rupees to 6 rupees a kg. And when we calculate the ROI of the machine with the I say a milking animal, dairy farmer, for the dairy farmer, the ROI will come approx 2 to 3 years. In 2 to 3 years, the cost of the machine will be recovered, and the farmers start profiting from the machine, because if we see that fodder is available in the market at 2 rupees a kg, but this is not only the fodder, it is a complete food for us, for the animals. The protein value is high, the fiber content is high. This is, you can say, is about organic, because no pesticides, no chemicals are given in this fodder. So you can claim the milk as organic milk. Even I know, have a few dairy farmers, those are growing organic A2 milk from the cow, and they had this machine, and they are successfully growing this and selling fodder. Milk at the milk cost of that farmer is about 150 rupees a liter.
Mm.
So this is the how the dairy farmers are benefited with this. Uh, yeah, this is Anukriti.
Anukriti Chaudhary.
Sir, is the survival time is same as crop growing in the field, such as I'm not getting it. Survival time is same as the crop growing in the field. Survival time, I don't get it. Means what you want to ask?
Mm. I think she wants to say that like more stability in the field. You don't need to, don't need to grow the crops for longer duration if you are able
No,
to
no, no, no.
harvest.
If we are growing for the wheat, grass, or rice seedlings, we require only 8 days,
Mm.
because after 8 days we have to transplant it into the soil. So no soil is required for that holding of the
You don't require to
plant. Yes,
hold on for long
yes,
duration.
yes. Means if we have to grow after beyond 8 days or 10 days, then we require some support medium. And in case of potato, yes, we don't require anything, because in this you had seen there are some cows in which we will put the seeds. So that is having some kind of medium which hold the plant, and root grows just go beyond the inside the tank. So yes, there are some in potato there we require some medium to hold.
Now, next,
And
Akshita Karanwal.
Chita, sir, one of the disadvantage of hydroponic is that disease may spread easily. So how can we prevent and control if the farmers is done at large scale? Yes, as told you that this is the biggest disadvantage, that we face a lot of contamination in case of fodder production. How we control it? There are some what we use is some biopesticides in the machine. We have neem extract, then we can use alum, then we use hydrogen peroxide, we use one more thing is there. I, it escaped from my mind. Uh, Camphor, yeah, camphor we are using. So we are taking on, and we are taking all the precautions that no one goes inside the machine. Once we sanitize the machine, after sanitization, no one is allowed to go inside the machine except the operator. All the gears, like currently we are doing putting on mask, wearing gloves, shoes are separate to go inside the machine. All these precautions we are taking, and we are growing it very well. uh,
Mm.
and what I will say, Globally, what happened is they also using some means if insects attack inside the hydroponics chambers. So they what I had seen sometimes, uh, the farmers they themselves put some bees inside the chamber, and the bees eat those insects. So this is how everyone is controlling.
Avdesh, another question is like, are these machines economically feasible?
Yeah, Fish, as I told you, means 2 to 3 years is nothing for a machine to get viable. Means you start earning profit in 2 to 3 years, but that uh, is also the means the capacity of the farmers. He can pay uh, 20 lakh rupees or not, because in Indian condition the farmers are like that. हम तो एसी में सोते नहीं, हम जानवरों के लिए एसी मशीन लगाएंगे क्या? This is the thinking of the farmer. So you need some literate farmers for that, who can know the exact value what the machine is giving to him and to the animals they have. So this is the
Pragati.
Pragati. And also, doesn't replacing conventional method have any ill effects? No, it is very beneficial. It is very beneficial. The all the nutrition value of this is much higher than the conventional ones.
What is the ratio of hydroponic crop production to the normal crop grown? Akshata.
Ratio of crop production. It's means how we can compare means. Uh, in the conventional field, you if you put seed today, then after 45 or 50 days you will get the production, and here after 8 days you will continuously getting the production. So you can compare if we can grow whatever we can grow in 250 square feet of area, there we have required about 2000 square feet of area for the same production. Means that too one time. In conventional one time, and here daily.
Now, next is Pragati Agrawal. Why research institutions were objecting the idea?
Because of the mindset. ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता.
Acha. This comes in front of every researcher. So this is a very
Yes.
common thing.
वही है कि मीन्स रिसर्चर इज लाइक कि भाई हमने ऐसा कर दिया तो अब ऐसा कोई हो नहीं सकता, तो जस्ट माइंडसेट.
But research institutes also have such mindset. I just want to know.
यस मैम, मतलब हमारा तो NDRI और पता नहीं कहाँ का मतलब लोगों ने मजाक बना दिया कि यार तुम क्या करते रहते हो. मतलब ऐसे हमने कमेंट सुने, ये तुम क्या क्या करते रहते हो, बस रोज हर बार कुछ नई नई चीजें ले आते हो.
That is normal. Now,
मैं
sir.
यही नहीं, मतलब हमने तो बहुत सारी चीजें कर ली. मतलब मैंने ये तो कुछ थे जो हमने मतलब प्रूव्ड थे. हमने इसके बाद कॉर्न को भी मैंने करके देख लिया ट्रांसप्लांट. कॉर्न की भी प्रोडक्शन बहुत अच्छी आई. उसके बाद एक दो प्रोडक्ट्स कुछ और भी थे. हमने ब्राह्मी को करके देख लिया, इसमें ब्राह्मी ग्रो करके देख ली. इसमें ये व्हाट यू कॉल माइक्रो ग्रीन्स ग्रो करके देख लिए. दे प्रोड्यूस very well in these machines and very much in demand.
So that means different crops in the same machine can also be grown,
Yes.
like, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Yes. The machine I had shown, it has two different chambers. So one chamber we can do single temperature crop, like barley, wheat. They require same temperature, and paddy and this maize, they are of same temperature crop, so we can grow same. So because of temperature we need to maintain, we cannot maintain temperature at every row, so we can separate it by chamber wise.
Okay, that is good. And
Next
Shubham Vashisht is saying, like, sir, will the quality of fodder remain same as compared to that growing in field? I think that you have already answered that question.
Yeah, much more higher.
So let's move on to the last question. I think any other question from the students? All are over.
There are many more.
There are many more. I think we have taken all. Just
Mm,
please have a look.
uh, I think I will go from above. Mm, Sir, will the quality further remain same? Quality increase much folds? Sir had told all questions will be answered at the end of
नहीं
the
है अभी.
where change has objection ideas. Snehil is the prototype
I
will
have sorted
consider.
out. I have sorted out. No,
Oh,
no more questions.
okay, okay. I thought above there are more
वो
questions.
सब हम लोग क्वेश्चन आंसर्स कर रहे थे आपस में.
Okay.
So now Rashmi ma'am, I would like to ask
If
Rashmi ma'am
any student have any other query,
any
they
other
you
questions.
you have my number. You just give them.
हाँ, I will forward your number and everything to you. Now I would ask Rashmi ma'am to just give vote of thanks to Ashutosh for sparing such a precious time. Rashmi ma'am, unmute. I think there is an audio problem.
Yes. Some problem is going on.
Rashmi ma'am, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Thank you, Asutosh, for sparing your precious time for giving such a nice presentation and sharing your practical knowledge with all of us.
Thank you.
We are really proud that you are our alumni and hope all the students must have gained knowledge and inspiration from you. On behalf of entire department, I thank you again for agreeing for this webinar. Even your father is not feeling well and he is hospitalized. Your strength and enthusiasm is appreciable. Thank you very much. Thank you, students and our faculty member. I especially thank Shomini and Ranjan sir for conducting this webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ashutosh.
For the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Bye-bye. It was very nice.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Yeah, really
Bye-bye.
very nice talk.
Welcome, ma'am.
And all the best to your father.
Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Just take care. I think it is the hospital you are there in.
No, I just came for the this meeting, and now I will go back.
Okay. Okay, Ashutosh. Be in
Okay.
touch. We will be in
Yes,
touch. We are always in touch.
right, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye, ma'am.